Let me ask you this. Imagine a friend or colleague turns to you and says, "Do you drink coffee every day?" How would you usually answer? In textbook English, you often see short, simple replies, like, "Yes, I do," or "No, I don't." But here's the thing. Native speakers rarely stop there. They have dozens of natural, colorful ways to answer the very same question. For example, "Pretty much, I can't function without it in the morning." "Yes, I need at least 2 cups to feel awake." "Not every day, but I do enjoy it when I'm out with friends." "No, I don't really like coffee. I prefer tea." "I'm not a coffee person. I usually drink juice or just water." "Not at all. Coffee makes me too jittery." See the difference? These answers sound more personal, natural, and connected to real life. And that's exactly what today's video is all about. Learning everyday questions and answers that make your English sound authentic. Hi, English learners. Welcome back to Speak English with Leo. I'm Laura, and I'll be your guide today. In this video, you'll not only listen to real conversations between Lisa and Alex, you'll also get the chance to practice with us, shadow each line, and discover many different ways to make your conversations in English more engaging and natural. And for those of you who might be new here, let me quickly explain. English shadowing is one of the best methods to improve your fluency fast. The idea is simple. You listen carefully, then repeat immediately after, trying to match the pronunciation, rhythm, and tone as closely as possible. It feels like you're shadowing the speaker, and with practice, your English becomes smoother and more confident. But before we jump in, a quick reminder. If you enjoy learning with us, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. Sharing really helps more learners discover us, and it's one of the best ways to support the people behind this content. Every share makes a difference, and we're truly grateful for it. All right, so grab a cup of coffee or maybe a cup of tea. Find a comfy spot, and let's dive into our first section. Section 1, talking about food and drinks. Let's begin with one of the easiest and most enjoyable topics in English, food and drinks. It's something people talk about everywhere, in a first meeting, at a party, or even when catching up with close friends. Why is this such a powerful topic? Because food is universal. Everyone eats, everyone has favorites, and sharing those little details, like what coffee you love or what snack you can't resist, creates instant connection. Talking about food is also a safe way to keep a conversation going, especially if you don't know someone very well yet. And there's another benefit. Food conversations often lead to stories. A favorite dish might remind you of family, travel, or even childhood memories. These stories make conversations warmer and more personal. So as we go through this section, imagine you're sitting with a friend, chatting casually about what you enjoy. You'll not only practice natural English expressions, you'll also build the confidence to connect with people in real life. Now, let's start with our first conversation. Conversation 1. Comfort food. Let's start with Lisa and Alex talking about their favorite comfort food.
Do you like spicy food?
I love it, but sometimes it upsets my stomach.
Same here. I enjoy it, but not too much.
What's your go-to comfort food?
Honestly, a big bowl of pasta.
Classic choice. For me, it's fried rice.
This conversation started with Lisa asking, "Do you like spicy food?" Now, spicy food means food that has chili, pepper, or other hot seasonings that make your mouth feel a burning sensation. For example, curry from India, kimchi from Korea, or Mexican tacos with hot salsa are all considered spicy. Alex replied, "I love it, but sometimes it upsets my stomach." That's a very natural way to show both a like and a small dislike. But what if you don't like spicy food at all? You could simply say, "Not really, it's too strong for me." Or, "No, I can't handle spicy food." That still sounds natural and polite. Then Alex asked, "What's your go-to comfort food?" Remember, go-to means your usual or favorite choice, and comfort food is food that makes you feel happy or relaxed, often something from your culture or childhood. Lisa's answer was pasta, and Alex's was fried rice. But of course, there are many possible answers. You could say, "My go-to comfort food is chicken soup," or "It's definitely ice cream," or even, honestly, just a bowl of instant noodles. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever makes you feel good. So in this short dialogue, you can practice saying what you like, what you don't like, and naming your own comfort food. Now, let's go back and shadow the conversation line by line.
Do you like spicy food?
I love it, but sometimes it upsets my stomach.
Same here. I enjoy it, but not too much.
What's your go-to comfort food?
Honestly, a big bowl of pasta.
Classic choice. For me, it's fried rice.
Nice work! You're really getting the rhythm of natural English. Keep practicing like this, and soon these expressions will roll off your tongue without effort. I'm proud of you. Next, let's hear Lisa and Alex talk about their drink preferences. Conversation 2. Coffee or tea?
Do you drink coffee every day?
Pretty much. I can't function without it in the morning.
Same, though sometimes I switch to tea in the afternoon.
Green tea or black tea?
Usually green. It feels lighter.
Yeah, I drink chamomile at night. It helps me sleep.
This time, Alex asked, "Do you drink coffee every day?" Now, coffee and tea are two of the most common drinks people mention in small talk. In many cultures, coffee is strongly connected with mornings. People say they need it to wake up. Tea, on the other hand, comes in many varieties: green, black, herbal teas like chamomile, and each has different effects on a body. Lisa answered, "Pretty much, I can't function without it in the morning." Pretty much means basically yes, or almost always. And that phrase, "I can't function without it," is something you'll hear a lot. It means you depend on it to start your day. But what if you don't drink coffee at all? You can still answer naturally. For example, "No, I don't really like coffee. I prefer tea." "Not at all. Coffee makes me too jittery." "I'm not a coffee person. I usually drink juice or just water." And you can also give variety in your answers. Instead of just saying yes, you might say, "Yes, I need at least 2 cups to feel awake." Not every day, but I do enjoy it when I'm out with friends. I usually drink green tea in the afternoon. It feels lighter. Notice Lisa said, "I drink chamomile at night. It helps me sleep." That's a nice example of giving both a choice and a reason. Whenever you explain why you like or dislike something, your English sounds more natural. So with a single question like, "Do you drink coffee every day?" you can practice saying yes, no, giving preferences, and even explaining why. Now, let's shadow the conversation line by line.
Do you drink coffee every day?
Pretty much. I can't function without it in the morning.
Same, though sometimes I switch to tea in the afternoon.
Green tea or black tea?
Usually green. It feels lighter.
Yeah, I drink chamomile at night. It helps me sleep.
Great job keeping up. Shadowing like this is powerful because it trains your ears and your mouth at the same time. Every round you complete makes your English smoother and more confident. Conversation 3. Sweet tooth.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Absolutely. I can't resist chocolate cake.
I'm more into fruit desserts, like apple pie.
Apple pie is a classic. Do you eat it with ice cream?
Of course. Warm pie with vanilla ice cream is the best.
Now you're making me hungry.
This dialogue started with Lisa asking, "Do you have a sweet tooth?" That's a very common way to ask if someone loves sweet foods. But there are other ways to ask the same question. For example, you could say, "Do you like sweets? Are you into desserts? Do you enjoy sweet stuff?" And if you want to be more specific, like about sweet drinks, you might ask, "Do you like sugary drinks? Are you a fan of bubble tea? Do you usually order soda or something sweet?" Alex answered, "Absolutely. I can't resist chocolate cake." That phrase, "I can't resist," is very natural when something is too tempting. You can also say, "I'm crazy about desserts," or "I have a weakness for ice cream." But what if you don't like sweets at all? You could say, "Not really. I prefer salty snacks." "No, I don't have a sweet tooth. I'm more into savory food." "Actually, I don't like sugary food. It's too much for me." Now, when you explain why you like or don't like sweet food, your answer sounds more complete. For example, if you want to talk about the energy you get from sugar, you can say, "Sugar gives me a quick energy boost." When you feel the opposite, that sugar makes you tired later, you could say, "Too much sugar makes me crash in the afternoon." If you want to focus on the emotional side, you can say, "Sweet desserts put me in a good mood." When you want to give a health reason, you could say, "I avoid sweets because they're bad for my teeth." And if you prefer something lighter, you can simply say, "I like fruit desserts. They feel lighter and healthier." See how each of these phrases adds a reason? That's how you make a simple answer richer and more natural. So from just one question like, "Do you have a sweet tooth?" you can practice asking in different ways, answering positively or negatively, and even adding reasons. These are small but powerful expressions you can easily add to your own conversations. Now, let's practice shadowing this one, step by step.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Absolutely. I can't resist chocolate cake.
I'm more into fruit desserts, like apple pie.
Apple pie is a classic. Do you eat it with ice cream?
Of course. Warm pie with vanilla ice cream is the best.
Now you're making me hungry.
Excellent effort. But let me be honest with you. Shadowing just once is not enough. Real progress comes from repeating again and again, not only for this conversation, but for every single one in this video. That's how your English starts to sound natural. Remember the saying, no pain, no gain. Keep pushing yourself, and you'll be amazed at how fast you improve. Now, let's move to a common question. Eating out or cooking at home? Conversation 4. Eating out versus cooking.
Do you like cooking or do you prefer eating out?
Honestly, I like both. Cooking feels creative, but eating out saves time.
Same. I enjoy trying new restaurants.
Yeah, food always tastes better when someone else makes it.
True, but I'm proud of my homemade pizza.
I need to try that someday.
Here, Alex asked, do you like cooking or do you prefer eating out? This is a very natural way to give someone two choices. But there are other ways you can ask the same thing. For example, do you enjoy cooking at home? Would you rather eat out or make food yourself? Are you more of a cooking person or a restaurant person? Lisa answered, honestly, I like both. Cooking feels creative, but eating out saves time. This is a great model answer because she shows balance, mentioning what she likes about each option. Now, if you want to give a different kind of answer, here are some ideas. I love cooking. It relaxes me after work. I prefer eating out. I don't enjoy spending time in the kitchen. Actually, I don't like either. I usually order delivery. Yes, it's completely fine to say you don't like both. You can always explain why, and that makes the conversation flow naturally. When people talk about cooking and eating out, they often explain why they feel a certain way. For example, someone might say that cooking at home is cheaper and healthier, while eating out is more convenient, though it can be expensive. Others might add that they enjoy trying new restaurants because it feels exciting, or they don't like cooking at home because of the dishes that pile up afterward. And of course, many people say home-cooked meals feel more personal, like a way of caring for yourself or the people you love. See how each of these reasons adds depth? They turn a simple yes or no into a real conversation. So with a question like, do you like cooking or do you prefer eating out? You can practice many variations of answers, from strong likes to dislikes, with reasons to support them. Now, let's shadow the dialogue line by line.
Do you like cooking or do you prefer eating out?
Honestly, I like both. Cooking feels creative, but eating out saves time.
Same. I enjoy trying new restaurants.
Yeah, food always tastes better when someone else makes it.
True, but I'm proud of my homemade pizza.
I need to try that someday.
Great job! You did amazing there. Remember, every time you shadow with us, your English becomes a little more natural. Keep it up. You're doing wonderfully. Now, let's hear them talk about snacks, something we all have an opinion about. Conversation 5. Favorite snack.
What's your favorite snack?
Probably popcorn. I eat it even when I'm not watching a movie.
I always thought popcorn was only for movies.
Not for me. I even eat it at work.
My favorite is chips, but I try not to eat them too often.
Yeah, same. Once you start, it's hard to stop.
This time, Lisa asked, "What's your favorite snack?" That's a very common small talk question. If you want to answer with something salty, you can say, "My favorite snack is potato chips." Or, if you prefer something sweet, you could say, "I love chocolate bars." When you want to show that you usually eat something healthy, you can say, "I often snack on fruit. It's light and refreshing." If you're the type of person who doesn't snack much, you could answer, "Actually, I don't snack very often," or "I'm not really a snacker." Both are perfectly natural. And sometimes people like to give a reason. For example, you can say, "I like nuts because they keep me full," or "I avoid snacks because they're not healthy for me." So with just one question like, "What's your favorite snack?" you can talk about what you like, what you avoid, or even how your choice affects you. That's how a simple question turns into a real conversation. Now, let's go back and shadow the dialogue line by line.
What's your favorite snack?
Probably popcorn. I eat it even when I'm not watching a movie.
I always thought popcorn was only for movies.
Not for me. I even eat it at work.
My favorite is chips, but I try not to eat them too often.
Yeah, same. Once you start, it's hard to stop.
Well done! You've just added another set of natural phrases to your toolkit. Every small step like this adds up. Keep going. You're building real conversational confidence. So that wraps up our first section about food and drinks. As you can see, even the simplest questions, like whether you drink coffee, what snack you enjoy, or if you like cooking, can open the door to longer, friendlier conversations. Before we move on to the next section, we'd love to hear from you. If you found this video useful and enjoyable so far, drop a 1 in the comments. And if you feel we could improve, type 2. Your feedback really helps us make better lessons for you. And of course, small talk isn't just about food. Another great way to connect with people is by sharing what you do in your free time. So now, let's move on to Section 2. Section 2, talking about hobbies and free time. Another great way to connect with people is by talking about hobbies and free time. Everyone has activities they enjoy, whether it's sports, music, reading, or simply relaxing. Sharing what you do in your free time helps people get to know the real you. This topic works in any situation. Meeting someone for the first time, chatting with classmates or coworkers, or deepening a friendship. When you talk about hobbies, you show your personality, and you also discover what you have in common with others. Let's practice some real conversations that people have every day when they talk about how they spend their time. We'll start with something simple: weekend plans. It's one of the most common small talk topics. Conversation 6. Weekend plans.
Got any plans for the weekend?
Not yet. I might check out that street art festival.
That sounds cool. Where is it?
Downtown. I heard there'll be live music, too.
Count me in. I could use a break from screens.
Same here.
This dialogue starts with Alex asking, "Got any plans for the weekend?" That's a casual and friendly way to say, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" It's perfect for small talk with friends, classmates, or colleagues. If you already have plans, you can give a short, clear answer. For example, yes, I'm going to a barbecue with my family. But what if you also want to invite the other person along? You can simply add, "Want to come?" or "You should join us." That turns a simple answer into an invitation. Now, if you don't have plans yet, you could say, "Not really. Do you have any suggestions?" Or, "Not yet. What are you doing? Maybe I'll join." These replies show you're open and interested in doing something together. In the conversation, Lisa said, "I might check out that street art festival." Notice she used might. That's a great way to talk about something you're considering but not fully decided on. Later, Alex responded with, "Count me in. I could use a break from screens." The phrase, "count me in," is a friendly way to say, "I'd like to join." If you want other natural options, you could say, "I'm in," or "Sounds good, I'll join you." And then, "I could use a break from screens" means Alex wants some time away from computers, phones, or TVs. In other words, he needs a rest from too much screen time, a very common feeling these days. So this little conversation gives you great practice. Asking about weekend plans, sharing your own, inviting someone, or joining their idea. It's short, but it sounds exactly like how friends talk in real life. Now, let's shadow the dialogue line by line.
Got any plans for the weekend?
Not yet. I might check out that street art festival.
That sounds cool. Where is it?
Downtown. I heard there'll be live music, too.
Count me in. I could use a break from screens.
Same here.
Great job keeping up. Weekend plans are such a fun, natural topic. By practicing this, you're learning how to sound more casual and friendly in everyday small talk. Conversation 7, Hobbies and Free Time.
Do you like running?
Yeah, I go jogging a few times a week. It clears my head.
Nice. I'm not really into running. I prefer swimming.
Oh, cool. I also enjoy reading in the evenings.
Same here. A good book helps me relax after a long day.
And when I want something lighter, I just listen to music or water my plants.
In this dialogue, Alex asked, "Do you like running?" That's a very simple but powerful way to start a conversation about hobbies. If you want to ask about other activities, you can just replace the verb. For example, "Do you like swimming?" or "Do you like reading?" Both sound very natural. Lisa replied, "Yeah, I go jogging a few times a week. It clears my head." The phrase, "it clears my head," means it helps her relax, forget stress, and think more clearly. You can use the same structure with other hobbies too, like "reading clears my head" or "swimming clears my head." If you don't like an activity, you can still answer politely. For example, Alex said, "I'm not really into running. I prefer swimming." That phrase, "I'm not really into," is a softer, natural way to say you don't like something. Instead of just saying no, you balance it by giving another option. Lisa also mentioned, "I enjoy reading in the evenings." If reading isn't your thing, you could say, "Actually, I don't enjoy reading that much. I'd rather watch movies." This way, you still keep the conversation going. Later, she added, "When I want something lighter, I just listen to music or water my plants." Notice how she combined two small activities to show variety. You could do the same. Sometimes I play guitar or just go for a short walk. So when talking about hobbies, you can Say what you do and how often. I go jogging a few times a week. Explain the benefit. It clears my head. Balance dislikes with alternatives. I'm not into running. I prefer swimming. Add variety by mentioning more than one activity. That's how you turn a simple question about hobbies into a real, engaging conversation. Now, let's shadow the dialogue line by line.
Do you like running?
Yeah, I go jogging a few times a week. It clears my head.
Nice. I'm not really into running. I prefer swimming.
Oh, cool. I also enjoy reading in the evenings.
Same here. A good book helps me relax after a long day.
And when I want something lighter, I just listen to music or water my plants.
Well done! Talking about hobbies is one of the easiest ways to show your personality and connect with others. You're doing great. Now let's see how people bond over something else we all love, music. Conversation 8, music and moods.
What kind of music do you put on when you're cooking?
Usually jazz or something acoustic. You?
Lately, I've been into lo-fi beats. Super chill.
That makes sense. Your vibe is always relaxed.
Music totally sets the mood.
Yeah, I can't imagine life without it.
This conversation begins with Lisa asking, "What kind of music do you put on when you're cooking?" Here, the phrase put on means play, to start music on your phone, speaker, or playlist. So she's really asking, what kind of music do you play when you're cooking? Lisa's answer was, usually something upbeat. It makes cooking more fun. That's a great example of not only naming the type of music, but also giving a reason. If you want to answer differently, there are many natural options. For example, I usually put on jazz. It helps me relax while I cook. I like rock music. It gives me energy. Sometimes I play classical music. It makes the kitchen feel calm. I often put on pop hits. They keep me moving. Notice how each answer pairs a type of music with a reason or effect. That's what makes your English sound native and complete. Now, what if you want to keep the conversation going? A very natural way is to turn the question back. For example, after answering, you could say, "What about you? What do you usually put on?" Or, "Do you listen to music while you cook?" By asking back, you make the exchange feel like a real two-way conversation. So, with one simple question like, "What kind of music do you put on when you're cooking?" you can share your preferences, explain why, and keep the chat alive by inviting the other person to answer too. Now, let's shadow the dialogue line by line.
What kind of music do you put on when you're cooking?
Usually jazz or something acoustic. You?
Lately, I've been into lo-fi beats. Super chill.
That makes sense. Your vibe is always relaxed.
Music totally sets the mood.
Yeah, I can't imagine life without it.
Fantastic work! Music is such a universal language, and practicing these lines helps you express yourself more naturally. Now, let's switch gears and hear Lisa share her thoughts about a book she just finished. Conversation 9, talking about a book.
I just finished the book I told you about. It wrecked me.
In a good way or a bad way?
Both. It was beautiful, but heavy. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I love books that stay with you like that.
Same. I want you to read it so we can talk about it.
Deal.
When Lisa said, "It wrecked me," she didn't mean physically. In casual English, this phrase often means something deeply affected you emotionally, like a powerful book, movie, or song. She added, "It was beautiful but heavy." The word heavy here doesn't describe weight. It describes strong emotions or difficult themes. Lisa described the book as beautiful but heavy. Alex replied, "I love books that stay with you." That's a great expression. It means even after you finish reading, the story remains in your mind or heart. These are very expressive ways to talk about a book that touches your emotions. If you want more options to describe a book naturally, here are some phrases you can use. It was a real page-turner. This means the book was so exciting that you couldn't stop reading. The writing was so vivid, it felt like I was there. A great way to praise the author's style. It was thought-provoking, perfect when the book made you reflect deeply. Honestly, it dragged a little in the middle, a polite way to say the story felt slow or boring at times. The ending blew me away. A very natural way to say you were extremely impressed. So depending on your feelings, you can choose expressions that show excitement, admiration, or even a little criticism. That's exactly how native speakers make book discussions sound authentic. Now, let's shadow the dialogue line by line.
I just finished the book I told you about. It wrecked me.
In a good way or a bad way?
Both. It was beautiful, but heavy. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I love books that stay with you like that.
Same. I want you to read it so we can talk about it.
Deal.
Excellent! You've just practiced expressing emotions and opinions about a book. Exactly the kind of English that makes conversations rich and authentic. Let's wrap up this section with something lighter. A fun chat about doing nothing and loving it. Conversation 10. Doing nothing and loving it.
I did absolutely nothing today, and it was glorious.
Honestly, that sounds perfect.
I just made coffee, read a bit, stared at the ceiling.
That's self-care, my friend.
I forgot how good it feels to have no plans at all.
We all need days like that.
Alex said, "It was glorious." That's a fun, expressive way to say something felt amazing or deeply satisfying. It adds drama, but in a playful way. Lisa replied, "That's self-care." This phrase has become popular in recent years. It means taking care of yourself emotionally or physically, resting, relaxing, and doing what makes you feel good. And when Alex said, "I forgot how good it feels to have no plans at all," that's something many people can relate to. Sometimes free time is best when it's completely unstructured. This conversation feels casual, light, and authentic, the way friends encourage each other. Let's shadow it now.
I did absolutely nothing today, and it was glorious.
Honestly, that sounds perfect.
I just made coffee, read a bit, stared at the ceiling.
That's self-care, my friend.
I forgot how good it feels to have no plans at all.
We all need days like that.
Great job. See how even simple conversations can feel so alive when you shadow them? Every practice adds to your fluency. Keep it up, and you'll notice real progress day by day. All right, let's wrap up today's lesson. In this video, you practiced real-life conversations about everyday topics, food and drinks, hobbies, music, books, and even free time. You didn't just learn textbook answers. You explored natural, expressive ways to keep conversations alive. And most importantly, you practiced shadowing. Remember, shadowing isn't about doing it once. It's about coming back, repeating, and making the words flow naturally. The more you do it, the more confident and fluent you'll become. Step by step, your English will sound smoother, clearer, and more authentic. You did an amazing job today, and I'm really proud of you. Keep showing up for yourself, and you'll see results faster than you think. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Speak English with Leo for more lessons like this. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Sharing not only helps your friends improve, it also supports our channel and keeps this content going. Finally, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which conversation was your favorite today? Or which one do you want to practice again? Write it down below. We always read your comments. Thanks for learning with me today. Take care, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.